Hey everybody, and welcome back to Chicago Car Club. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 1979 Chevy Camaro Z28. This is a restored car. It was done in roughly 2005. We have a ton of documentation on it, including the original build sheet, lots of invoices and receipts for parts. There has been extensive work done to the car. We'll try and take you through, show you everything on the car that we can see, point out any blemishes, and try and make you as comfortable as possible making a purchase decision. As always, we encourage you to give us a call or text anytime at 312-420-3696. This is a 79. This is a true Z28, as denoted on our build sheet. Shut that fuel door. Again, it was restored in 2005. There's a lot of upgrades on it. This is a very dry, rust-free car. It's got great paint work on it, as you can see. Stripe kit, some upgraded torque thrust 2 wheels, a Cowl induction hood. All the plastics and trim are really nice on the car. It's got a good set of Cooper tires on it, Xeons. And we're going to take you around and show you a couple little spots, one on the vinyl there, a little bit up here on the door where maybe it hit the fender at some point, and on the hood line there. They've been touched up. They're pretty hard to see, but a careful eye can find them. The lower valence has a couple little chips and scuffs on it, as you'd expect. But all in all, this thing is in super great condition. It's really a fantastic show car, as you'll see under the hood. It's got a lot of dress-up parts, some performance parts, and things like that. It's an automatic. It has the 3-speed turbo Hydramatic automatic in it with a B&M mega shifter. Just want to show you all the trim, the bright work, the rear louver. Really not much to pick apart on this car. It's super dry, as I mentioned. Bottom edges of the panels are all nice. We don't see any bubbling. All the panel fitment is good on the car. Everything lines up nicely. And as you can see, dual exhaust, a true dual exhaust on it. It runs beautifully. It sounds really good. We did a head service on it, so we had the heads machined. And it's just in fantastic running shape right now. It runs nice and cool. It sounds great. Not sure what cam is in it, but it does sound like it's got a little bit of a cam in it. It makes great power. And it's got a Holley 4-barrel and a Dart intake and Mallory Ignition setup. And inside the door here, as you can see, the door panels are in great shape. Inside, the jamb is really nice along the edge of the doors and on the bottoms. Again, nice and dry. This car has not been outside. It's always been stored indoors. New carpet kit. The interior is in great shape. The dash is nice. The bezel, the prior owner installed a stereo with a screen in it. And we'll show you the bezel around the gauges that goes and extends over to that head unit. Is cracked. I would replace it personally. I think that would really take the interior the whole way. Again, new door gaskets in 2005. Everything was gone through on the car. It really is in great shape. The glass, the hardware, all the switches. It has a tilt column in it, which is great in these cars. The seats are in great condition. The headliner is nice and taut. Rear seat looks really good. The stereo sounds great in the car. And it's nice to have Bluetooth. Wipers, lights, everything functions as it should. It holds a nice idle, right around 1,000 RPM. It's nice and smooth. And it sounds great when you give it a little throttle. Car holds nice temperature. Set of gauges here, aftermarket little cluster there that's not set up. We notice a little bit of cracking on the center console mat there. dash is nice. It's got an aftermarket steering wheel. We'll get you under the hood, show you the motor. It's the original block in the car, as you can tell by the VIN stamp on the front boss. It's got a Holley 4-barrel. Sounds really good. True dual Flowmaster exhaust setup, power brakes, power steering. It's got a Mallory HEI Ignition in it, which provides great spark. It fires right up easily, and we'll take it for a drive here and open it up and show you it under braking. Stops nice and straight. I notice when you're on the power, accelerating, it's a little light in the steering wheel, which more than likely it's towed out ever so slightly, which creates that kind of wandering feel. But other than that, there's no suspension noise. It's nice and tight. And again, it's got a really good firm brake pedal on your foot, and it stops nice and straight. It does have an Auburn limited slip differential in it, the Get a Grip setup. It's got a Summit torque converter with a, I believe it's a 3500 stall. And it shifts great. It really pulls, it shifts hard. It's a good driver. It feels like it's got a good rear end gear in it. The odometer, speedometer, and tach all work. Temperature gauge. I don't believe the clock is working, which is pretty common. I believe this was originally optioned as an AC car. It does not have AC now. It's just on a, it's got a heater core, so it's got heat. But, you know, under the hood, really well dressed up. It's a great show car. The previous owner took it to a lot of shows. And then you'll see underneath here, we've got headers to our Flowmaster exhaust setup. The frame's in great shape. We see no signs of prior repair of any concern. Lots of new hardware, bushings, rear end cover, a couple little dress-up items, but car's really a dry, nice, great example of one of these. And again, we always encourage you to set up a time to come take a look. Give us a call, text us. We can FaceTime with you at 312-420-3696. You can see we've got front disc brakes, rear drums. Got some greasable Zerk fittings there on a lot of the suspension, which you can see is newer stuff. And then down around the edges, just to show you the body with it up on the lift here. The paint is really deep and rich. It shines really nicely. It was clearly done professionally and shows really well. And it's a fantastically fun car to drive. So we really think we would be thrilled to keep the car, but we were certainly hopeful we'll find the next owner and make them happy as well. Feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and share. And we look forward to hearing from you.